Okay, here's my wood engine that I made in tech class. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Sullivan for letting me use his tools. It's a 2-cycle. Does come apart too. So you can take out these bolts that I made. There's dowel rods glued onto pieces of hex-shaped wood. And then you got the head with the spark plug that comes out. And you can see that right there. And that's the head. And then you have the cylinder. I accidentally drilled the exhaust port in the wrong spot. So I plugged that up. I made the fins on the head and cylinder by sliding them over a table saw every 1/8 inch apart. And it's got the intake port, and the exhaust port is on this side, which is actually pretty cool because it goes right above the flywheel, which is actually good because I did like no measurements on this except when it came to the cylinder. So that's the cylinder, and then you got the flywheel. It's just a normal 3-spoke flywheel. And the piston head, or piston, I call it the piston head. Connecting rod is permanently connected to the crankshaft, which is behind a plexiglass window, and then behind the crankshaft is another one that I use as a washer, and I don't want to take that out because it's actually a pain in the ass to put back in. So there's that. And actually the crankcase and the cylinder are made from the same block of wood. The head wasn't, because I had to make a new one because I messed up on the last one. One of the fins broke off, but I'll put it back together now. And it does wobble. The flywheel does wobble when it's in a certain spot. Like, I'll put it in. I don't know why. I think it's because the dowel rod, see, and the hole that was drilled is like crooked. But I can get it in a certain spot so it does not wobble. Which really, I'll set that off to the side now. But so yeah. And then the cylinder was drilled with a Forstner bit. So was this. And the piston was just a big dowel rod. And the spark plug I actually made on a lathe, which was really fun. If you get a chance, you should use a lathe if you haven't yet. Except for these, they were just 2 dowel rods that I glued in there and sanded this one down so it looked like a metal piece just bent over. And so I think this is the first for YouTube because I have looked it up before, and all I can find is steam engines that run on compressed air and a hit and miss style engine that runs on compressed air also. So next year I'm going to try to convince my tech teacher to let me build a 4-stroke. This one's a 2-stroke. So that should be pretty fun. I think that's it. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna paint it or not. I need help on that decision. If you can, leave me a comment, telling me if I should paint it and what colors, because I'm not so sure on that, and where to put those colors if you can. So yeah, comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.